Ah, the original Mega Man, one of the most picked on pieces of cover art in NES history. Hell, maybe even gaming history. I don't think I need to provide evidence of this claim. There's countless videos and articles you can quickly find with, basic search. But at the end of the day, is it really that bad? I mean, come on, sure there's been a few naysayers who even choose other candidates for worst cartridge or cover art, at least on NES. But still, this has to be the cover that's the most universally panned. But you know what? This may be my favorite NES cover art ever. Now, instead of defending it and giving you a bunch of reasons why, not that it would really change anyone's mind at the end of the day, but like all cover art, as the name implies, it is art. It's subjective. Even if it's shitty, does it really make it any less of a piece of art? No, but it makes it more of a piece of shit. Whatever, internet. Really though, Mega Man, or the series as it's known in Japan as Rockman, is bad regardless of the numerous variants. You could argue that the original Mega Man's art in PAL or European regions were better, but I mean, I still prefer this. Someone give this guy a fucking sandwich. Ooh, I'm Elect Man. Rawr. Oh, look at emo Dr. Riley up here wondering and thinking all deep and shit about his life. It's not really any better box art. I suppose Japan was more to the point, but still, maybe it's a bit too anime style for what was common box art of the era in the States. But its sequels didn't fare much better. What the fuck is this?
I don't know, man. I just got it myself.
What the fuck is that? I don't know, but I want it inside of me. What the hell is wrong with him? Lots of silver going on for a guy being known as the Blue Bomber, but whatever. Again, I don't really think this is bad box art. And I think as far as Mega Man box art covers, and if you really look at all the fucking different variants, no one would deny that no one really hit the nail directly on the head with these early titles. But that's not the point of my rambling here.
What are you doing, man? Get on with it, man!
Okay. Even with all the claims that this is some of the worst box art ever,
They would have got a better artist to do the cover illustration, 'cause this looks like shit.
well, let's see you draw better then, you fucking bear.
'Cause this looks like shit.
How come no one ever said that's so bad it's good? I guess no one even feels that way? Really? But here's my point. If this is bad box art, fine, whatever, internet. But I look closely at all the cartridge arts on all the games I own, and I've come to the conclusion that guess what? 90% of all NES games have bad fucking box art. And that's a fact, Jack. Don't believe me? Well, okay, welcome to a new series where I analyze NES box art and cartridge arts. That's right, let's get this pilot episode out of the way with something random that I never really hear anyone claim is bad box art. So welcome to episode 1 of Bad Box Art That's Worse Than Mega Man in my opinion. I may change the name of this series as time goes on to something like, I don't know, Dick in the Box or something like that, but right now I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm improvising. So, here's our first victim here, Deja Vu, a classic Kemco point-and-click game that's often considered one of the standouts of the Kemco trilogy of point-and-click games that originally had its roots on PC-based systems. So let's look at the box art. Well, actually, let's first look at the real box art, released in Japan and on computers, just for perspective. Now listen, this is way better. First off, this is a real picture, thus conveying that it's set in a more realistic setting than your fantasy games of the era. You got a glass of whiskey, some cards, some dice, obviously some gambling might have been going on. Maybe this was the night before the game starts. Maybe you got a little drunk driving action going on before you woke up unconscious in that car. And ooh, a pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes? Very nice, very classy. It's simple, it sets the tone. Now let's look at the NES version. Yeah. Come on, first of all, who's this guy think he is? Dick fucking Tracy? Well, I think so. I mean, either Dick Tracy or April O'Neil. What's he reaching for in his pocket? A pack of cigarettes? Nah, I don't think he's that cool. So what's he holding in his hand there? Oh, a Polaroid picture? Of himself? What the fuck? Why is he holding a picture of himself? It's like back in the day when people didn't have smartphones and shit, they'd often keep pictures of their loved ones or some shit in their wallet, but this guy carries a picture of himself. Either that or the game designers thought, hey, let's put the box art on the box art. Portray this guy as a narcissist, who at this point I'm convinced is probably grabbing a bottle of lube from his pocket, because he's about to jack it to a picture of himself, because he's obviously not spying on this hot lady up there in the balcony. No, he's not a creep. Spies and detectives are never fucking creeps. This guy's obviously got it together, man. He knows the number one rule for being a spy and stalking on people is, hey, stand directly under the street lights, wear bright yellow, it makes it pretty much fucking invisible, solid snake shit. By that logic, I'm sure you could piss on him and make the claim that you didn't see him, but whatever. So again, this is just my opinion. At the end of the day, though, this is bad box art. I mean, this guy doesn't even know if he'd rather jerk off to himself or this lady. He's really deep in thought about it. I'll see you next time on Dick in the Box, also known as bad NES box art that I think is worse than Mega Man 1. Take care.
I'm not really sure I like that one.